Happy Memorial Day. Tip of the hat to those guys. This is perhaps the brainchild of a couple of things, a couple of factors that went into making this. That is, a while back, I watched a video wherein David Wood and Apostate Prophet were reviewing a rationality rules video that was critiquing David, or one of David's videos. And they were talking about that. In addition to that, I think around about the same time, I had maybe watched a couple of videos, respectively, from Peter Bregossian and Destiny. And that had kind of, I think, maybe went into this as well. So, there are probably multiple ways a person can come to a wrong conclusion, but it feels like there are two basic ways a person can come to a wrong conclusion. One of them involves false methodology, right? There's actually some flaw in their logic that's leading them to make wrong conclusions, that they're actually performing a logical fallacy. And it feels like people, they want to jump to this. Like if they've ever learned anything about logical fallacies, it feels like they really want to jump to this idea that, oh, you performed a logical fallacy there, blah, 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 and that's why you came to this wrong conclusion. I feel like it's a little bit more cathartic and satisfying to say there's something wrong with the way you're thinking, right? It's a satisfying thing to do. But there's also another reason a person can be wrong. The other reason involves a false premise, that they're not actually wrong in the way they're thinking, that they don't have a bad methodology, but they're actually starting with different information. And I feel like this isn't nearly so satisfying because you're not saying the way the person is thinking is wrong. In fact, all things being equal with regards to like judgmental biases and whatnot, if you were in their situation and believed the same things they did, you would probably come to the same conclusion they did. But I do feel like if you're going into a conversation with someone, it is actually very, very important to establish the facts first, to establish that basic premise that you're both starting off from so you can understand where the other person's coming from and how they might come to the conclusion they have, even if you don't necessarily agree with the premise. If you don't establish the facts first, it's very easy, I feel like, to get like crossed wires and not really end up in a shouting match or something because you don't really understand why the other person is coming to the conclusion they do. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like.